video for the ACL project. Hope you enjoy.
Playing sports is a great way to keep your body and mind healthy. However, accidents happen, putting your body at risk for a potentially serious injury. Your ACL, or anterior cruciate ligament, could be at risk for injury. The ACL is a ligament inside the knee joint. It provides stability and support for the knee. There are 4 ligaments which work together to help support knee movement. The medial collateral ligament, or MCL, and lateral collateral ligament, or LCL, are on the left and right side of the knee. Together, they help limit the shifting movement of your knee from left to right. 2 other ligaments, the anterior cruciate ligament, or ACL, and the posterior cruciate ligament, or PCL, are found in the middle area of the knee. They connect the bottom of the femur to the top of the tibia, which prevents you from moving your knee too far forward or backward, or from over-twisting it in either direction. Injuries may occur if you use too much force on your knee joint. Some actions can cause the ligaments to snap. The ACL is most likely to be damaged, as it pulls approximately 85% of the force around the knee. Symptoms of an ACL injury include pain and swelling in the knee area, decreased movement, displacement of the knee, instability of the knee, and the feeling of insecurity around the knee area when you try to move or change direction. Without surgery, an athlete can no longer play sports because the ACL is incapable of regenerating or healing on its own. The operation to reconstruct the ACL is a 1-hour outpatient procedure which can be performed in many different ways. After the inspection, a small motorized shaver will be used to remove the damaged ACL in order to put the new one in place. Once that is done, the surgeon will use a device called a retroflipped cutter to create a tunnel through the femur and into the knee joints. Another tunnel will be created through the tibia and into the knee joint from below. These 2 tunnels will become the source of the anchor points for the ACL graft. In most cases, a hamstring tendon is used as the graft. By using one's own tissue, it reduces the likelihood of the ACL rupturing again. The hamstring tendon can consistently regenerate over time. The surgeon will prepare the harvested hamstring and pull it through the upper hole of the femur and into the lower hole of the tibia to mimic the original ACL. A small grappling hook will anchor the upper end of the graft, and a bioabsorbable screw, which the body incorporates into the bone over time, will stabilize the lower end. The graft from the hamstring tendon will also act as a scaffold where the new ACL will grow. Over time, the hamstring graft undergoes changes and strengthens, leaving a strong and viable ACL. After getting discharged from the hospital, it is important for you to give yourself 7 to 14 days off from work because you must not put any weight on your operated knee. It usually takes about 4 to 6 months to recover after surgery. During your recovery time, it is best to not move around too often. You can ask a friend or family member to help you around the house and with your daily life. Your health care provider will ask you to keep your knee away from water to avoid infection. You are required to do some exercises for the knee and legs in order to get them back to normal. The first exercise includes flexing your foot back and forth to help stretch your leg. In the next exercise, you will be required to lift your leg up for 10 to 20 seconds. Another exercise is performed by pressing one hand on top of your knee while pulling the towel from the bottom of your foot toward your body, which will help stretch your leg and bend your knee back so that it won't be stiff. For the last exercise, you must hold the bottom of your thigh and lift your knee up while bending your leg until you cannot bear the pressure, and hold for 5 seconds. Over time, you will be able to bend your knee further. Each exercise is supposed to be performed 20 times per set, 3 sets a day. After the recovery time, you are required to go check with your doctor to see if your knee is healing the way that it is intended to. Your doctor will tell you if you can go back to playing sports and doing regular activities.
The final we will improve it more.
It's very nice presentation. What I comment is that for the first, you describe the ACL and other ligament is quite clear. But if it's more clear, you should from the video, like you mentioned about ACL, PCL, or collateral ligament, it would be better if you can like arrow and demonstrate, like a ligament. Yeah, label which ligament is what. Alright, it would be better, and it's like the previous group. For the surgery, I think that. You do it quite good, but it's quite complex to understand. For I think for when like when make the tunnel through the bone, you can skip this one. Just put the camera and demonstrate the new ligament replace the previous one. I think it's okay. And the last one. For the rehabilitation video, I discussed to Ajahn about like when you want to demonstrate the ankle flexion and extension like this ankle pump, but you let the patient at the crouch that have the like a the side the arm rest. That limit the flex and extend ankle exercise. It would be better if you let the patient lay down on the floor or on the bed, the true bed, and they can demonstrate the ankle flexion and extension better. And if you see the bandage of the patient, it's like not so quite nice. This is like a fold. It would be better when you can correct. And I don't know why the patient you have to wear the face mask. It's okay, but if you want to demonstrate the full face, uncover face, the viewer or the people can understand that this guy had the injury and have the surgery and do the exercise and return to play. It is much more clear.
Yeah. I think like for me, I think there is going to be the same as last group, that you're supposed to have a subtitle and yeah, movement direction. And one more thing that I want to add up for your group is about getting title. It's like, you know, you're supposed to have some better landing for ending your video. Okay? Maybe like by whatever, like logo or blah blah blah, or some good statement or something like that.
Yeah, I want to say thanks to the Ajahn 3D team and Ajahn Keng for his advice with this project. Thank you very much.